Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to review of True Self, the fourth studio record by the band Soil. Today we celebrating the 20th anniversary of the release, so I decided to go back and see if it still holds up or not. My story with this band is quite simple. I've stumbled upon a music video for their song Halo on either MTV or Viva in 2002-2003, something along those lines. I was a small kid back then, but I did enjoy the song. 3 or 4 years later, yet again I've heard their music. This time it was in the video game Prey from 2006. The song in question is actually from this release, True Self. It's called Forever Dead. I enjoyed that track quite a bit, so I wrote down the band name, and finally when I got the internet in 2008, I've decided to check out their discography. When it comes to the lineup on this release, we've got AJ Cavalier on the vocals. This is his first record with the band because the previous singer Ryan quit and then later joined Drowning Pool for their third and fourth record respectively. The rest of the dudes here are the founding members, so we've got Adam on lead guitar and backing vocals, Sean on the rhythm guitar, Tim King on the bass, and Tom Schofield on the drums. Sean sadly left the band in 2007 and he never rejoined. So this is his last release with the band. The production here is tight, it's clean but heavy, not as no clipping, just the way I like it. You can hear every instrument without any problems. There's clarity and punch to it. When it comes to the message, it's diverse. The songs are mostly about personal struggles, relationship issues, emotions, society, revenge, etc. I urge you to read the lyrics by yourself, even if I'm not the kind of person that cares that much about the lyrics and music. Structure of the songs is pretty basic, standard intro, verse because bridge, chorus, outro. Usually there's a guitar solo on the bridge. Now we can talk about the musicianship. Let's start with the band's drummer. His playing is phenomenal. I love his double bass work, his groove, the style, the precision of his playing. He's straight up killing it here. Next we've got the bass, which is audible. The bassist mostly follows the guitars, but he has some moments here and there where he shines and only him and the drummer are playing together. There aren't many moments on this record like that, but when they do happen, they stay in your head. Next we've got the guitar work, which is superb. This is my favorite thing about this entire record. The crunchy, heavier guitar riffs mixed with those more melodic and eerie sounding ones in the background. A welcome surprise on this release are the guitar solos, which are intricate and memorable. Last but not least, let's mention the vocal performance by AJ. His singing, screaming, shouting, yelling, growling, it's actually all on point. While obviously he's not as good as the original vocalist, because in every band people prefer the original vocalist, I must say that his performance here is nothing to be ashamed of, and he actually fit this band when it comes to their overall sound. Now we can finally rate the individual songs. The album opens up with Fight for Life, and this is the heaviest song on the record, period. I love the eerie melody at the beginning, then the punchiness of the main guitar riff, the drumming, the vocals, the chorus slap, same with the bridge section. They've started the record on a high note, and this is my second favorite song here, 10 plus out of 10. Give It Up features Wayne Static of Static X performing some guest vocals in the verses, and he sounds fantastic. This song has that classic Soil groove to it. It reminds me of their second record, Scars. The chorus is memorable, the bridge is fantastic. Yeah, it's a classic song, 10 out of 10. While Pick Me Up isn't as good as the previous songs, it's still a banger. I do enjoy the instrumental work, especially the guitar riffs, the overall atmosphere of this song, the chorus and the bridge is the best part, 9 out of 10. The Last Chance, this one actually when it comes to guitar riffs is fabulous. I love them, especially in the verses and the chorus. The vocals slap as usual. While this song isn't as memorable as the rest of the record, it's still a fun time and I do dig it a lot, 9 out of 10. The title song, True Self, is where I feel the band starts to get a little bit repetitive. They start to rehash the ideas, but they still create some cool memorable times like the choruses or the bridge section. The vocals in the chorus are the highlights for me here. Overall, it's a great song, but the weakest one so far, 8 out of 10. Hear Me sounds like a radio single, but a good one. I do enjoy the main melody, doom do doom do doom do doom do 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 doom, but that main guitar riff, do 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 do, is straight ripped off from POD Southtown. While some of the notes are different, they still hit the same exact groove and pattern, which is hilarious to me. I don't think that was on purpose, it's just a fun fact for you. Besides that, the song is a banger. I love the emotional guitar solo, the bridge section, the beautiful chorus, Hear Me, all of that singing. It's a banger, 10 out of 10. Forever Dead features Burton of Fear Factory doing some of the guest vocals here and there, and I must say that this is my favorite song of this release. Not just because I have nostalgia for it, because I've heard it in the video game in 2006, but also because it's a heavy, fun song to listen to. The verses have energy and punch to them, the chorus slaps. Overall, this song doesn't have any weak spots. 10 plus out of 10. Let Go is another laid back track to reminisce about your past, some memories, all of that stuff. While it's a fun song that I do enjoy, it's not the best one on the record. Until It's Over, I feel like this is the last song where the band had some ideas on the release. We have some cool guitar melodies, the chorus yet again sounds great. The bridge is the best part, 8 out of 10. Jaded and Throw It Away, these songs sound a little bit like B-sides. Jaded is very similar to some of the songs on this release where I just cannot remember it even as I'm replaying the record. And there's nothing wrong with this song, it's a competent track, but it just doesn't have its own identity, 7 out of 10. Throw It Away, I feel like it's the same exact way. If you're going to ask me about this song tomorrow, I am not going to remember it. I will remember Let Go, Forever Dead, Hear Me, True Self, Pick Me Up, Give It Up and Fight for Life, but I won't remember this one. So it's another competent song, but it sounds like a B-side or like some filler track. 7 out of 10. One last song, as you can guess, it's the last song here. And this one has the best guitar solo from the entire release. I love the second part of this song, the emotions, the intensity of them. The vocals are also great. This is a fitting end to this release. One of the highlights for sure. 9 out of 10. To sum it all up, the consistency is stable, the flow is fitting, groupability. Yeah, this is a great release. I enjoyed it from beginning to the end. The highlights for me are Forever Dead, Hear Me, Pick Me Up, Give It Up, Fight for Life, The Last Chance, and one last song. If I was the producer for this release or someone in power, I would trim it down to just 10 songs, like remove Jaded and Throw It Away. They aren't bad tracks, but they're just fillers. You don't need them here. If you make the records shorter and more impactful, then they stay with the listeners' heads more. Overall, this is one of the better Soil releases to me. Celebrate your release by spinning this record today, it deserves your love and attention. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like and subscribe, follow me on Instagram in the description. Shout out to all my Patreon supporters who graciously sponsor these videos, you are truly wonderful. You can join them if you want, so I can make an album video, do media cover, or video of your choice. See you next time, bye!